What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Gabriel Bivens.
I'm Jacob Jones.
I'm Ryan Perry.
I'm Isaiah Lewison.
And this is the
Four Quarters Podcast.
So we got our Super Bowl matchup, right? On the side of the AFC Championship, the Patriots beat the Broncos 10-7 in a very underwhelming game.
It was
Trash.
not underwhelming.
Right. It was.
How are we gonna
It
call
was.
the game underwhelming because it's a good defensive battle? That doesn't make any sense.
Football is about ratings, it's about scores, it's about touchdowns.
Y'all are
It's
a
about
bunch of Gen Z
touchdowns.
kids who are
No, it's about touchdowns.
traumatized by fantasy football
Here
and
we go.
highlight plays.
No.
My fault.
Y'all want to
I-
see
I
30 to
I forgot how it was in the
27
Yes, we. I
forgot
want
how
to
it
see
was in
30
the
to
90s.
27.
That's
That's
on me.
why
I want to
none
see
of
30
y'all
to 27.
teams are in the bowl. Y'all are watching my team because we know how to win a game.
Wait.
With the whole
Wait, hold on.
team.
Who's won the 3 out of the last 5 years?
When,
Okay.
When there was no other
Okay.
good players in the league.
What do you mean no?
There's
we're
quarterbacks
moving on,
aren't nowhere
moving
near
on,
as good.
moving on,
Teams aren't
moving
good.
on. On the
The
other side,
Patriots are all the way there, man.
On
All
the-
three sides.
on the other side of the bracket in the NFC Championship, the Seahawks beat the Rams 31-27 in a very shootout game, a great game that got
Two
people
bad
out of their
defenses.
seats.
Game of the
That's
year.
what it was.
It was
I
not
said
too bad.
Game of the
defenses.
I say game of the year.
I like that.
It
Broncos.
was-
I see the
It
series
was a game
between,
in
like,
the year,
Rams
but-
and
Yeah, the
Seahawks.
series.
The
I think that was the
a-
best matchup of the year. Like, I
Yeah,
think
that
that
was
was
the
the
best
but
playing.
between like the
The
three
three
games?
games.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
hell
that's
yeah,
not
hell
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about the Patriots and Broncos. I think Drake May has 1 to 2 more steps to take before he's elite, like top 5 elite. I think he's there, like in terms of development, but based off that game, I feel like he felt rushed. I feel like he didn't want to throw certain passes, and then when he did throw, it felt like it was forced. And I think that's why we saw it was a low scoring game. Because generally, I feel like if you put, I don't want to say Lamar and Josh, I'll say Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes, a healthy Patrick Mahomes in the same situation, it's a blowout.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Nah.
No.
Hey,
And I'm,
I think it's
let
just
me
jitters.
explain this
I'll
here
leave it, yeah.
because this goes to my point on what I just said on how this new era of football has got your mind so fried. I don't think y'all forgot that Tom Brady, Tom
here we
Brady,
go.
was
Right.
in
Here we
this
go again.
exact same situation. Second year going into the AFC Championship. I'm pretty sure y'all don't know it, but his stats that game were terrible. He finished with like 120 yards. He had more turnovers than touchdowns. Still won the game. Went on to win the Super Bowl. And we
I'm
talk
not-
about Grady.
Hold on,
Hold on.
Brady's
We got
one of the
somebody
greatest.
with their hand up.
Yeah,
I have
hand
a
up.
question.
Okay, classman, answer
I have a
Jacob.
question.
Answer Jacob Jones.
Are you saying Drake May is Tom Brady?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we're so bent on what did the quarterback do? What did the quarterback do? Oh, he went out there and had 100 yards, so
I'm
he's
not-
not good.
Okay.
Man.
No, let me phrase this. I'm
can't
not
say that.
saying that
In
Drake
no way
May
he had a
has
bad
to
game.
throw. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
No.
I don't think he has to throw for 250 and 3 touchdowns like a Matthew Stafford, right? I don't think he has to do that.
MVP.
I don't think he has to do that,
Facts.
Who
right?
lost?
But I feel like a player of the caliber that you say or that the public is saying that he's going into, you don't have to like have a overwhelmingly great statistical game, but you shouldn't feel flustered and it shouldn't seem like, oh, if it wasn't for your defense or oh, if it wasn't for another quarterback being hurt, you would lose, right?
Yeah, I get that, but
Like I feel like
That
you, I feel like you
argument-
did the bare minimum to win, like the
that's how
bare
Brady
minimum.
started. You saying comparing him because, like, obviously all Patriots fans are comparing him to Brady.
Yeah, I'm just saying that this is what the
Brady's
public is
early
doing.
years, though.
Y'all saying he's like a top 5 quarterback in the league, and I don't see it.
His early
not yet,
years,
yeah.
the same as Brady. It's the same thing. It's not about going out there and putting up the most stats. He's going out there and winning the game. If you look at how that game played out, coming into the game, you can look at the last pod. I told you we can win this game with scoring only 17 points. This is 2 of the best defenses playing against each other, and the Broncos had the best O-line in the whole league. I knew for a fact there wasn't going to be a lot of points, so what Drake May had to do was he had to play very, very smart. That game was more about not turning the ball over
Then-
than
yeah, I agree.
getting
I
300
agree.
yards.
But I don't think I'm saying why does that? Even though the weather conditions were like something that you can't really predict, and when it comes to football and it's snowing, it's raining, you got to run the ball and you don't want to turn the ball over. But like even before that was happening, it felt like because it really didn't get like really bad with the weather until what second half, third quarter.
late
third
third
quarter.
quarter.
And
yeah.
even-
Third quarter.
And to me, it felt like the first quarter of the game, he was playing in a I can't turn
With
the ball
jitters.
over. I can't
Well,
do this. I
with
can't
jitters.
do that.
But
Not,
what you-
I'm
what
going
you
to
have to
drive down
think-
the field and score the ball to help my team win.
Yeah,
what would
but
you do if you have my fault to cut you off, but if you had the defense that just held the Chargers to 3 points, then just held C.J. Stroud to 16, even though
He
they
held
had
himself,
5.
by the way.
he
Yeah,
held-
yeah.
Worst
but
game of
the
his career.
pressure
Right.
got there because we've seen everybody act like C.J. Stroud because of what he did against us. Now he's this terrible quarterback.
He's not.
No.
He's
He's
not.
played
No.
good games.
Right.
We
Correct. Correct.
recreated that
Correct.
bad game.
Correct.
So if I'm coming into the game, I'm allowing my defense to determine how we're going to play. We went out there. As you said, I don't know if y'all noticed, we gave them the ball first. We
Right.
wanted the ball
Mhm.
coming out of half.
I agree.
We went out there. We seen what our defense was going to do. We got to
Yes.
stop.
Yes.
So then when on our drive, we're not coming out with like, all right, we got to do something. We're just like, all right, we got to keep the game afloat. And we had, I think the first 3 drives were all punts. But as soon as they scored,
Yeah.
we scored. Like
Yes.
Mhm.
we just played a game. We played a game within the game instead of trying to just go out there and look as great as we can every single offensive drive.
Okay.
Yeah. Go and I'm gonna go after you.
I understand that and everything. And see, I commend the Patriots for doing that because it's been years and years and years like that they've been doing that.
Yeah.
It's never, oh, let's do this to get player stats or elevate Drake May to a certain pedestal. Like he had 86 yards on the ground, 70.
He was running
something.
that ball.
Se-
I'll
70
say that
through-
he was running that
70
ball to make the
through-
game
70
happen.
through the air. So he had over 100 yards in total.
Right.
But really, what you have to think is, if I truly believe if the Broncos, Jared Stidham, first game since 2020 since he's been starting,
Right.
he had a touchdown, an interception. He had a play where he threw the ball backwards.
Yeah.
That's inexperienced speaking.
And-
And if they had that one field goal that didn't get blocked,
Hold on, let me go.
there's a bunch of stuff that
So the thing is with me, I agree with you. I almost 100% agree with you. With me, I'm not really talking about the Patriots, right? I'm more talking about Drake May. Yes, he is playing winning football. You're winning football games. You're going to the bowl. We're gonna see what happens, right?
Mm.
That's a way of playing. That's a way of, like Cam Newton says, game manager versus playmaker, right? I'm not making that differential. I'm not making that difference. But I am saying, yes, you can play winning football. You can get wins. But if I'm gonna put you on a pedestal of a player where you're a top 5 QB in the league, or you're a perennial franchise all-bro quarterback, a quarterback that we talk about, oh, he was that guy for this time. I'm not thinking that when, like, in this instance, I want to see more, or I think the public should want more from a quarterback who you say, oh, this is a top 5 guy. There's a difference between a quarterback winning football games, and we've seen quarterbacks do this, where they can make it all the way there just by winning football games. That's their only job.
Mhm.
Like, who was the quarterback
Warner.
with Devin Hester when the Bears were like that?
Jay Cutler.
yeah,
Jay
Cutler.
Cutler.
Was Jake Cutler? Yeah.
By no means do we put him in the same breath as Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, or Tom Brady, but he won football games.
Like
You
they,
feel me?
that's like a guy like Kurt Warner
You see-
for the
that's what I'm
Rams.
saying.
Like they won, but
They didn't
no,
win
we got to
like
make
that,
this.
though.
I'm
This is
trying to make this
different.
differential about. Are we talking about Drake May? And I feel by no means is it cut off now. This is the last game of his career. We're saying he's not. No, he has time to fix it. And I think he's going to do it. But right now, you're not. I don't think he's in that conversation. People are going to put in him because yes, you're winning football games, but is Drake May making that team win football games, or are you just managing the game to win?
Yes. I think because we've seen these last 3 playoff games, we forgot what he's done the last 17 games. You have to think about this is a guy going into the playoffs in his 2nd season.
Yeah, correct.
We don't
For sure.
see. There's only been a handful, probably about 9 to 10 quarterbacks who have made it to the AFC/NFC championship in their 2nd year. So knowing that how young quarterbacks go into the playoffs, how teams like to blitz them all game long, put them in all this pressure, Vrabel was very smart in making it a game managing game for
Yeah.
them. I promise you, 2-3 years down the line, we're going to start seeing Drake
I
start
agree.
to unfold and start looking like this top 5 guy that y'all
Yes.
say. But the reason why fans like me are
Mhm.
saying he's top 5 now is because he had the MVP numbers throughout the year to get us here, and now he's playing the smartest game he can play to continue to get us to the big game.
Yeah.
And now we're there.
What
I can respect that.
What I would say, I think he's tier 2 right now.
Right.
I think tier 1 quarterbacks, they have to be the reason you win the game.
Right.
He was not the reason for the past 2 playoff games he played this year. He was not the reason.
I will
they
say
won.
this: without Drake May, I don't think they win. But they're not winning because of Drake May. That's
Can
the
I
difference.
guys? I'll give you 3 plays. If any of these plays went differently, Broncos would have won. 1, the Jayson fumble.
Mm.
2, the challenge, the failed challenge on the 4th down, because they would have. Broncos would have got the ball back.
Right.
Right. and 3, 3 the missed field goal.
Yeah.
Right. If they,
Oh my gosh, missed field goals.
yeah,
Yeah.
if any of those plays changed, the Broncos would have won.
We missed 2 field goals ourselves.
Yeah, no, I agree.
What are we doing?
I'm just
The
saying.
fumble, we
But-
didn't score. I mean, we scored right after, but if you say they get the ball back, they
That's
not
a whole-
scoring that drive. They was on the 10-yard line. They didn't get past the 50 all game. And you telling me that drive they was gonna score?
I'm
Come on,
not,
bro.
I'm not
You're
saying
telling
bro,
me
we
they would not
doing a
have
whole
scored
lot
a
of-
touchdown in the first half. if it
I'm
wasn't
not
for that
saying
fumble.
if these
Bro.
few. I don't know if I agree with
That
that.
fumble
If these few
destroyed it.
plays are going to change the whole game. I'm just saying Drake May isn't the sole reason or isn't the main reason y'all won that game. It
Yes.
was
I
y'all's
can
defense
deal
and
with-
coaching.
I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah,
with
I'm
that
not
'cause
saying
he
that's a
won
bad
us
thing.
I mean,
14 games.
I
in the
agree.
regular
Yeah, I agree.
season.
That- that's
and
not a
he
bad
got
thing.
you to the ball.
Yeah,
There's no
no.
reason to be mad at him.
Yeah,
That's
see,
why.
What's
he-
top 5?
I think to end the segment, I think he's right there. But once he starts taking the "I'm gonna do this, we're gonna win because of me" mentality, or if he does it because I actually think he has that mentality.
We'll,
I'm
we'll see
gonna
what
win
he
this.
does in the Super Bowl.
You feel
We'll
me?
see-
Yeah,
we'll see what he does.
I think it's just more time, and I think it's great because he's a second-year quarterback. I'm just saying right now, the pedestal people are pointing, let's just slow down for a minute.
I think we can all agree if he plays the game of his career in the Super Bowl, he'll be tier 1.
Yeah,
I put him tier 1.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's not a bad take.
I respect that.
Let's
Yeah.
go to the other side. I really think this is not really talking about the game as a whole, but Jackson Smith and Jigba and Puka Nacua are like going to be top 5 wide receivers for time to come. Like the plays they were making, like even though Puka was inbounds for that last play, if they could have scored, and that one head catch by JSN, the touchdown, like,
Yeah.
and they're doing this like if you take both of them off their teams, neither the Rams, neither the Seahawks are there by any margin. Like even though Matthew Stafford is like in a time machine type
He
capsule
will be the
lab,
MVP.
like
He is the MVP. Yeah.
he's playing like he's playing better than he was when he had Megatron at 26 years old,
Absolutely.
and that's a crazy thing
Because he
that's
knows the
really
game.
Crazy. Like that's
Tom
that's-
Brady, if you're watching the broadcast,
Yeah.
Tom Brady commended Matthew Stafford for using his IQ and his brain more so than his athletic ability. That's how Tom Brady won the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with the Bucks because he knew I remember he was on the Colin Cowherd show like 3 years ago explaining how he won the Super Bowl. He
Right.
said he knew the Chiefs defense 2 seconds
Before it was
before
on. Yeah.
the play was snaps. Like he knew the defense better than the Chiefs knew the defense.
right.
So that's how he won the Super Bowl. And I feel like Matthew Stafford's at that level.
Yeah.
So
And that they literally said it like when he ran, ran like twice. I think it was like third, second quarter, and like the broadcast were saying like it was crazy that he ran twice in a drive because he's not at this point in his career.
No,
he's
he
sitting back
doesn't run
throwing
like
the
that,
ball. And McVay, I think he's a top 5 coach in the league.
I think he's
way,
the best coach in the
yeah.
league.
The way he's game planning Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams it's at an elite level. But I just want to say this like that. Matthew Stafford at his old age he's putting himself in different conversations for right now and for the foreseeable future if he were to win the ball. He lost.
I
but
I
you
feel
know
like
what I'm saying?
I feel like even before that, he was even in those conversations.
Right.
When he was with the Lions, the reason he wasn't in that conversation is
Have
because
no
he
help.
never won.
he never won.
He never
It was
won.
He had
Megatron
sub
and
5
him.
wins the whole.
Quite literally.
So cool.
Quite literally. I don't remember. Like, did they make how many times did they make the playoffs?
None.
None.
Like, it
None.
did not
they,
happen.
They didn't make it one.
Like,
Never made it.
and I'm actually like, I wish Megatron would have never had to retire, but I'm like, I'm grateful from a football fan perspective. I'm grateful that Matt Stafford has this opportunity to start winning games again, and he's doing it because if he ended his career in Detroit, like we would just say Matthew Stafford, we
He's
would think
an
about him
all-time
like Andrew Luck. Like, I don't know if y'all remember how good Andrew Luck was.
Yes.
Like, Andrew Luck was like in
he was a
that
game
top
away from getting
7
into the Super Bowl.
top
It's
7,
crazy.
top 10 QB. If he won, he would have been higher athletic, could throw the ball, but he didn't win anything. Not consistently enough. Maybe got there once. You feel me? But yeah, I think we should talk about the Seahawks, and I think they win. My Super Bowl prediction, I think the Seahawks beat the Patriots, just
agree.
because I think their defense is going to do enough.
Can I ask a question before we do
Go
into
ahead.
the
Go
Super
ahead.
Bowl?
Go ahead. Great.
Because I've been thinking for some days on this, and like everything that's going around my Patriots that we had this easy schedule, we're doing this because of perfect timing and all this. Do you feel like Matthew Stafford's whole career has not been the same thing? Like he's been playing terrible. Well, I'm not gonna say playing terrible. But he's been on a losing franchise. The one year he wins the ring is the one year he's facing a year 2 quarterback who has no defense. There was some bad calls to where if you're a Bengals fan, you may say, if that goes our way, we win the whole Super Bowl. And now people are saying he's top 5 because of that one win. And now because he was about to be back, he lost.
Right.
But he was about to be back. Everybody's like, oh, this is going to solidify him. This is going to solidify him. I feel like how you were just talking about Megatron, the fact that he spams all those top receivers when it comes down to the big games, he don't know what to do because his number one guy is getting doubled the whole game.
His number one guy had how many yards?
Yeah, but that's my point. We play a game where you're playing the whole team. You can't double anybody on our team because somebody else is going to beat you. Matthew Stafford wants to beat you with the wide receiver one all game long. That's why Megatron always went crazy. That's why Cooper Kupp got a triple crown. That's why Puka is a top 5 receiver right now.
So,
but yet
I'll bring it up right now. Ryan, the Rams would have won this game if they didn't go for it on 4th down. I truly believe
but
that.
that's you can say that. But
And he abused his
game-
number one receiver the entire game.
Last game, the game before, we all watched it together. The Rams literally went into overtime, handing the Bears the game.
Yes.
They said, y'all go win the game, and then if y'all don't, we'll take it.
You know,
Matt Stafford is not who we really think he's not going out there killing teams. He's out here winning every single game on the last drive. And it's because the other players he's facing are all guys we would consider choke artists, people who are inexperienced, or people who shouldn't have been there regardless. He ain't beat none of them guys that we say are them guys.
Hold on. First, you can go. But I don't want to act like Joe, even though it was second year Joe Burrow, but let's not act like he didn't have a tremendous season to be remembered. He beat, in his run, he beat what, Patrick?
Yeah.
Did he beat Josh? I think he
beat Josh.
Yeah, I think he beat Josh.
He did.
Who he beat in the first round?
Titans.
Titans
He
with,
had
Derek,
9 sacks.
with almost
Yeah.
MVP Derrick Henry. Yeah.
Yeah, he had 9 sacks and still overcame that.
If you look at like that AFC then, like now we think about Josh Allen is losing
With
off
Jamar
and
and T.
Lamar
Higgins,
is not MVP. He's losing games. Patrick Mahomes hurt. But back then when them 3 was really them dogs, and then you had Derrick Henry with the Titans, and they're like he went through a gauntlet to get there. Let's not act like he's just like, and that's why I say like even in my opinion then. The same way he was in conversations now, even though he loses a lot of games, but the same way he's in conversations now, they won the game a lot because of Joe Burrow. Period.
Yeah, no, I'm not arguing that. My point is just that
My point is just
Stafford himself
right.
isn't beating all these guys. When he beat Joe Burrow,
Joe Burrow was a guy though. That's what I'm saying.
he
Joe
was
Burrow
a guy, but if he would have played Drake May, if you don't consider these 3 playoff games, if you look at the whole regular season, Drake May is a guy as well. It's not really somebody like if we go lose, say the Rams would have won, and we lose him in the Super Bowl, nobody's finna be like, oh my God, y'all beat the Patriots. It's
Right.
no, y'all beat the easy scheduled Patriots who shouldn't have been here regardless. Same thing we say with the Bengals. They were one and done. Nobody thought they was gonna make it that year, even though they had that great offense. Nobody had them making a bowl. They shocked everybody, and then they came up short. And now everybody is Stafford top 5, Stafford Hall of Fame lock. Yada.
No, he's a Hall of Fame lock. I think it's
okay, my bad. First ballot Hall of Fame lock. I feel like he was a Hall of Fame
okay,
lock, but
okay,
I wasn't
okay.
saying first ballot.
I mean, okay, this is a great question before we get into halftime. Are we, because to me, right now, I think he used to be in that not Matthew Stafford. I think he used to be in that like Matt Ryan kind of conversation. And I think now he's more closer. I don't know if he's in it, but he's closer to that Drew Brees conversation. Those guys who won 1 or 2 bowls, put up stats every year. Maybe he was losing early in his career, but as of like the last, 6 years since he went to the Rams, he's been winning. And I feel like he's in that conversation. I feel like right now, by what I'm hearing, I feel like you're putting him in that Matt Ryan type of conversation. I don't think he's in it. I think Matt Ryan put on a lot of stats, but he never won. And I think that the fact that Matthew Stafford won, he's a tier above those guys.
I think he's in that Big Ben, Drew Brees tier.
Yeah.
Matt
I don't know if I put them in the same tier, but it's closer to that, yes.
But how can you say that, like, I get that Matt Ryan never won, but he didn't win because he came against the greatest force of all time. He was up 28-3 against the GOAT and then played against crazy defense.
And after that, he wasn't even close to making it back, though.
I think
like,
that was more Cliff
But
Kingsbury than
that
Matt
happens
Ryan.
a lot. We see that with
Yeah.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow ain't even been close to being
I
back,
mean,
but he's still a
But
top
the
guy.
reason
Joe-
Joe
but-
Burrow
but-
can't make it back is because
It's
They
on
play
him.
zero
one, he's
defense.
not in.
They have
No,
zero
no,
defense.
no. We're going to. It's on Joe Burrow. He wanted
Who's
his
on his
two
offensive line
receivers
right now?
over there who's making.
I mean, yeah, he
2/3
wanted
of
it,
the
but we can't
whole cap.
can't take away from the
He
fact that
can't
his
build a
defense is
team.
Exactly.
booty. Like,
How are you
Yes.
going to build a defense with 3 players on your offense making $300 million?
that's
plus?
like saying you pick between, even though, and this is actually to my own horn, the Chiefs did it. We did it. We let Tyreek Hill walk. We still won another bowl. But
That's
if we're
why
talking
y'all
about other
smart.
if we're talking about other teams though, that's like, I feel like you're asking. What's the team like? The Eagles when they won, that's like you're asking if let's say all of them had a payday. It was Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and Saquon versus most of your defense. You're paying those 3 guys. Like almost every GM, almost every coach, every guy is paying those 3 guys who are literally gonna win you games, perennial superstars on the same team, winning you games as opposed to building. Like it's, I feel like almost everybody makes the same decision. Like
I wouldn't say that because the Eagles won their Super Bowl off of their defense, and if you look outside of the Chiefs Super Bowls, just in the Chiefs and who they play, it's been a defensive team or it's been a complete team. Like when it was when the Rams made it beforehand when they played us, 2 complete teams. The year before that, who was before the Patriots and Rams? Because we were 2018.
was it it wasn't Chiefs, it was
It might have been Chiefs 40. No,
no, it was Chiefs 49ers.
Wait, you said Rams
Yeah, we
versus
played
No,
in
yeah, because it
2018.
was Chiefs 49ers, and then it was Rams Patriots, and then I think we went back.
Rams Patriots.
there was somebody
Or
in
not
between
Rams, Patriots.
Rams
No, it was
Bengals.
Rams. No,
Oh,
Rams
Yes, Rams
Patriots
Bengals.
was like
that was way before. Yeah,
2018,
yeah.
I would
But
say
I was just basically trying to say that all these teams are defensive teams, and you can't. Matter of fact, man, I lost my point. I'm not even.
no.
Gonna
I do want to add on what you were
Definitely
saying
forgot what I was
because
saying.
since 2000, I forgot the exact stat, but I think at least it was at least 90% of the teams had a top 10 defense who won the Super Bowl.
right.
And like everyone loves the clickbaits and the high flying offense, but people forget that like
You're not lying.
almost
Don't
every
worry.
team had a top 10 defense that won the Super Bowl. And
That's what I'm
literally this Super Bowl, exactly, the Patriots
Mm-hmm. 2 top
and
defenses.
Seattle, you know?
But you still have an offensive core, though. Like you really do.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you gotta have
but
guys.
it's
You
And,
gotta
and,
have
and
guys.
maybe it's more like 2 guys as opposed to 3.
Yes.
Like
but we-
you
The
might
offense
all
can
the
get you the
time.
Super Bowl, but defense
Yeah.
wins you the
I
Super
agree.
Bowl.
that's why you
I
got to
agree.
win when they're on their smaller contracts. You
Yeah,
see
that-
this happen with the
that's why-
Cowboys.
yeah.
As soon as they
I
all
agree.
need big paydays, the team split up because you can't keep
I
that
think
with a
I think it
team.
was a unique situation where they had to like, we haven't really won yet. Do we want to let T. Higgins go without really testing if we can really win with those 3? And I think it was a unique situation. I feel like if they're in a different situation where the contracts were structured differently, they'd be able to have that defense to win. But I think before we go into halftime, I know we're running long. Before we go into halftime, I want everybody to give their Super Bowl predictions. I already said mine. I like Seahawks winning against the Patriots. What about you?
Same thing. Seahawks, Patriots, I'd say 28-24.
Seahawks?
Seahawks.
I don't think it's the highest scoring. Or for the
Yeah.
Patriots side. Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take us to win, and it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be low scoring. I think we'll win this game around like 17-13.
If y'all win, I agree. It's
That'd
gonna
be
low
boring
scoring.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
Please don't let that happen. Oh my god.
We bend
I
and
like
don't break,
defensive
man.
games. I can't lie. Like I truly found it wasn't as exciting as the first game, but shoot, the Broncos Patriots game wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But I had basically the same thing as Ryan. Patriots win 17-14. The reason for this, I think Ramondre goes crazy on the ground. I can't lie.
So you think they're running the? It's not a bad take. I kind of like it, but I still
Did
got
you
the
see
Hawks.
Yeah, I was
Kyron
about to say
Williams
Kyron.
and,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Blake
yeah.
Corum?
No, they
against
were
the
breaking that
Seahawks?
plane. You're not lying.
I was unfamiliar with Kyron Williams' game until today.
Oh, he's
No,
I was
I ain't
not
glad they need to
familiar
have
with
like a
his
nickname
game.
like the Twins or like the clones.
I don't
But
know
I'm
about
talking
that,
about, I'm talking about Blake Corum and
They
Kyle.
do look alike.
Like they look.
Oh,
alike.
yeah, no,
22,
no,
23.
No,
look
we were
exactly
talking
the
about when we
same.
were watching
Like
the
they,
game.
like we got confused,
Yeah.
like quite literally. But yeah, make sure you guys tune into halftime. This is the first Biv Line halftime show. Opinionated, kind of writing, kind of not, but first opinion Biv Line halftime show. We out. See you next time. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Biv Line. This is where I give my opinion, thoughts, and views over the NFL, NBA, and other sports, whether it's in writing or it's me talking. Today, it's me talking. I'm talking about how Kevin Durant is the best scoring talent the NBA has ever seen. There's 3 reasons for this. he is quite literally a 7-foot guard. Second reason is his offensive versatility in terms of he can score in every aspect of the game imaginable. Third is the numbers, right? When you think about Kevin Durant up until this point, because now we have players like Victor Wembanyama, we have our Jayson Tatum, we have our Paul Georges. But when Kevin Durant was drafted, we've never seen a player who was over about 6'10", 6'9", score and dribble at the ability that he did. Coming into the league, he averages, I think he's the only player besides Dirk Nowitzki to be included into the 50-40-90 club, which means 50% in field goal range, 40% in three-point shooting, and 90% at the free throw line. And Kevin Durant can score at every level, whether it's from the three, whether it's off the dribble, whether it's mid-range, whether it's in the post, whether it's at the free throw line, whether it's in the paint. And you see this through all the stages of his career. Early in the OKC years, he was scoring mainly in every aspect that you could really like think of besides three-point shooting, because in that era, that was before Steph Curry revolutionized the game. He came into the league his second year averaging 25 points per game and proceeded to be a 3-time scoring champ, 2 of those being in OKC where he averaged 30 points per game. And then he gets to the Warriors and developed a 3-point game to where he played a role on the Warriors where he didn't have to have the ball in his hands at all times. And he also developed the off-ball movement that's not comparable to Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, but is somebody who can really, something where you can really see the change in his game to where it was always on ball, it turned to be off ball. And that's the off-ball capability. And then when you go to the Nets, you see him go back to that ability where he started scoring more in the post. He started scoring more at every other place on the floor in order to help his team win. So it's not James Harden, it's not Michael Jordan, it's not Kobe Bryant, it's not LeBron James. You know LeBron James is the greatest of all time. It's not these players who are the best offensive scorers of all time. It is Kevin Durant. Thank you. Tune into the third quarter of the Four Quarters podcast. We out.
All right, thank you, Gabe, for the Biv line. So what are we talking about for the third quarter?
All right, so this is the third quarter. We're going to switch over to the NBA. Let's talk about how the Warriors are doing without Jimmy Butler. Got injured. What was it? ACL.
Yeah.
And he's been
bad.
having knee problems for a couple years now. It's not surprising that he got hurt, but I really think the Warriors need to make a decision, whether it's let's just tank or and not inform Steph to retire, but like say you should probably, you know what I'm saying, think about it in terms of like where you are as a team, because I don't think they have enough assets to get another star, and that's what they need, or enough help for Steph to win. I feel like they're wasting the last of Steph prime, and now we're seeing it in Jimmy getting hurt. I don't think you have enough to win without Jimmy, and he's done for the year. It's done. It's done so. So I feel like you wasted another year of Steph's career. He's already averaging plus 25 points per game, still being a Steph Curry we know. So I don't know what decision needs to be made, whether they need to trade Steph, which I think is not a bad take. I think if you trade Steph to where he would, whether you take him back home to the Hornets or you put him on a contender where he can win another one, I think you mean for his career and for the Warriors as a franchise, a decision needs to be made so you can stop wasting his prime and you can stop wasting your time and you get a top 3 draft pick, you do whatever.
Bar. Don't waste your prime. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, quite literally. You feel me?
That's tough.
I would say, 1, they're not going to tank with Steph. You can't.
I
You
agree.
just can't do that.
Yeah.
2, I agree that they should trade Steph. However, Steph is not going anywhere, like Steph himself, because his whole family's there. Aisha Curry has her restaurants.
Sure, come to LA. Come to Lakers, you know what I'm saying? About an hour drive, you feel me? About 40 minutes, you know what I'm saying? You and
Yeah,
LeBron, you
they-
know what I'm saying? We make it happen. Hey, you still in Cali though, you feel me? Still in Cali, you know what I'm saying? Still where the family is, still where the son is.
His
you know
whole
what I'm
his
saying?
whole
Good weather.
legacy is there. Like he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, Steph. I don't.
They're wasting his career.
He has 3 to 4 more years of him being Stephen Curry.
And what are the Warriors going to do with that? Is my question.
Nothing.
You think he
Not
only
a
has
damn
3 to
thing.
4 more years?
Shoot,
Yeah.
really,
That's
No.
prime, yeah.
really, Steph.
I think he's
I
gonna
really
retire.
he really could have like 7. Like
Yeah, I feel like when you shoot like
you're
that,
shooting, yeah,
you
you're shooting the
can't
ball.
really
Yeah,
get
no,
fired.
Because the crazy thing is, he's having a top 3 worst 3-point shooting season of his career,
right,
and it's 39%.
which is insane.
That's crazy.
yes,
Like,
quite literally.
just looking at him. But the thing is, like you said, going down the line, you're gonna have to be like, we're gonna have to
Decision has to
trade
be
him.
made.
We're
You
gonna
have
have
to
to
do
move
something.
on.
Yes.
Do I think it's this year?
Of course, I agree.
But
it needs to happen soon.
yes, because with Jimmy out, they're
Yeah.
already losing.
Yeah, the year's done. It's done
Draymond's
so.
not even
yes.
scoring 10 a game.
I'm
and-
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think like the Warriors look back at this being one of their biggest mistakes is letting go of Jordan Poole.
Oh, they were
at the
idiots.
center.
Oh,
They were
absolutely.
idiots.
Holy crap! Like, because even if you look at it now, Jordan Poole, he's not shooting the best, he's not doing the best, but the way his production on the Warriors coming off the bench, You know what I'm saying? You would literally have the successor to the best point guard of all time, shooting wise, scoring wise. Like they were running the same plays for Steph. They were like literally Steph was hurt for the first round of that what it was Nugget series when they went to the finals. Jordan averaged 25 plus. He was putting up 30 in the playoffs efficiently. Now you see Jordan, he's not efficient. He's playing on a terrible team, not playing winning basketball. But like if you keep that core together and you let go of Draymond and you have Steph and Jordan together, might be having different conversations.
No, I'd
But
say.
I don't think you could
Oh, you got it.
say that though. Like, in hindsight, now when we look at it, yeah, we can say that. But when the Warriors made it to the finals versus my Celtics, right then and there, that was like they're saving their dynasty. Their dynasty was already finishing. They were on the way out.
Yeah.
So that was like their one last hoorah before they ended all. And then the situation where Draymond and Jordan Poole get in the fight, that just really sped run the whole end of the dynasty. And now it's like they're holding on to what could have been, what could have been. We can say right now Curry can be traded, but we all know he won't be. He should have been traded 2-3 years. Soon as they won the finals and the situation with Poole happened, Curry should have been gone at the end of that season.
I agree wholeheartedly with you because the whole core should have been disbanded after that. Because
as a whole,
yes,
I think about
Clay.
I think
about it.
Draymond
You have a
should've been
young
gone.
guy with
you're not
Jordan
lying.
Poole.
You're not lying.
You have a young guy with Jordan Poole who's
Yeah.
scoring 25.
I like that.
Curry is at the top of
this
his
is a
game.
great take.
You sell him.
yeah.
Draymond just got into a fight with your young guy. You trade all these guys, you get back younger guys in return, restart your dynasty.
Yeah, that's
Does
not a
that
bad
not sound like the perfect
And-
reboot and getting yourself
Yeah.
back into championship contender?
If we talk about basketball as a core as a whole, they work as them three as it's Steph, Clay, and Draymond. And I think we're seeing it now. Clay's gone. Even if it's not prime Clay, if it's not the Clay who was averaging 21 points a game all defensive team Clay, still having that guy, that offense was ran around them three. When one guy is out, we see they're not winning games. And Draymond is declining at a alarming rate, which is not surprising, right?
Yeah.
Lost his step. His IQ doesn't seem like he's there. He's getting in fights all the time, technical fouls, right?
He cares more about his podcast than the game.
I was
At-
gonna say,
at
we
this
started
point-
seeing him on podcasts
feel
and
me?
broadcasts.
Yeah,
We
bro.
should've known it was a
That's
Yeah.
like Braun on the barbershop.
Yeah.
on the barbershop.
He loves to
It's
talk
not
about
the
other
same thing,
players,
right?
but
It's the
he's
same
not-
thing.
it's
but
not-
If
no,
you
it's
peep all
not.
the players at the
It's
end of
not
their
the same
careers, or they realizing that they time almost up, they
Like that
starting
boy
to do the
Pandemic P.
podcast stuff.
Pandemic.
That boy
No,
Pandemic P.
yeah,
He-
no,
Lemon
no,
Pepper
he-
Lou.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. That's
They know-
podcast
they know
P
what they
now.
doing.
That's
All
not
these podcasts-
no
Shout out
sort of
Lemon Pepper Lou.
PG-13. That's
You know, you know.
Speaking of the Eastern Conference and Paul George, but speaking of Eastern Conference, let's talk about how the Celtics are winning basketball games. Like, you
Can never count
lose
us
your
out, man.
star, arguably top 5 guy in the league. You lose Jayson Tatum. Blows out his Achilles. Achilles. Done. For supposed to be the year. Now we know it might not be the year, right? He was done. But then your second star, the dude who won the finals MVP however many years ago, he's averaging 29 points per game, second in the East, and you don't have another, like, real deal star next to you and you're winning basketball games. Why is that, Ryan? Why are they doing this?
Because we play team basketball. All my teams play team sport.
Yeah.
It's this new wave that I'll be trying to tell y'all. This new wave of social media got everybody thinking, oh, we got to look at the superstars. We got to look at the guys dropping 50 a game. No. You win by having all 5 guys on the court playing at the same level while people on the bench are doing the same stuff when they come out. You have to have, like, the fact that we can have Anthony Simons go for 40 points in Miami.
I think Anthony Simons, I don't know what you're going to figure out with him, but I want him, like, I feel like he has the potential to be a really good guard. Like, a really good guard.
Definitely. It's actually funny that I brought him up because one of my friends, when this season started, we were debating on if Pritchard should start or if Simons could start.
Yeah.
I told him Pritchard is going to start because, one, he knows how
Yeah,
to run his
he's been in that
He was
offense for a
tenured.
minute.
He was
Yeah,
tenured.
And two, Simons, his scoring threat is better than Pritchard. We don't need another great scorer behind Jaylen Brown, Jayson Tatum, and Derek White shooting from 30-plus feet.
Yeah.
So we needed somebody who's going to facilitate, run within the offense, create spacing, because if you watch Pritchard a lot, he's standing behind the hash, just waiting for the ball.
Yeah.
We're doing that. That in itself is creating a system that spreads out the defense. And then as soon as the defense adjusts, Simon's getting called into 2020
Bucket,
ISO
bucket.
ISO.
Dame ball, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, you can't do
Off
nothing
the
with
bench,
it.
Ball
Damian
game.
It's like imagine you sitting there.
Lillard. You funny.
Like if we take it to football terms, you guarding somebody who's throwing screen passes, out routes, all
Yeah.
this, stretching your defense.
Right.
And in the next quarter, their first 5 plays, they just straight up the seam every play. It's like,
Yeah.
what can I do?
It's tough. It's tough to
That's
adjust.
why the Celtics will always be great.
I don't know about always, right?
Always.
I don't know.
Tell me a time where we haven't competed.
You're not you're not lying. You're not lying.
You can't. think of a
Actually,
time.
wait. You've probably made you've been in the playoff hunt probably since 2000.
like the
Since
Eastern
drafted
since
James
Paul
Harden.
George, I mean not Paul George, since Paul Pierce was a rookie, probably been in the
Yeah.
playoff.
Can
Can I
hunt.
say shout out Brad Stevens?
Yes, the GOAT.
Holy crap.
Yes,
Shout
shout
out.
out
He
Brad
is the
Stevens.
greatest mind.
He's-
Everybody want to talk about the Thunder guy. He's that guy.
Brad
Yeah.
Stevens,
They're
yes.
probably
he's the-
right there.
yeah.
That's what I was about to say to end the segment off. You're in like a situation every good team kind of like is like, like what are we gonna do? In terms of you have Jayson Tatum who can come back, you have Anthony Simons, you have Payton Pritchard, you have Derrick White, you have Jaylen Brown. You have a lot of star power, you have a lot of power you can play with. Now to win and to win at the highest level, winning the championship, you guys have to figure out how you're gonna go about it. You feel me? How are you gonna bring Jayson Tatum back? How fast is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen in the playoffs or not? In the next few years, what are we gonna do with Derrick White? Are we release him? Are we trade him? Are you gonna start every time? Because if he's hooping, he's gonna want to start. He's gonna want to be in a place where he can flourish, right? What are you gonna do with Payton Pritchard? He's still young, but yeah, the
I
Celtics.
can answer all those questions real quick for you because I see the whole plan.
Tell me, you gotta be quick though.
The whole plan is Derrick White is going to be gone within the next 2 years. Simon's going to take his spot.
Okay.
Pritchard hopefully will be the starting guard.
Okay,
And
so you start them at the same time,
yeah, starting
That's
at
not
the
bad.
same time. Tatum and Brown are going to be there until they retire.
right?
And because Jayson Tatum is one of the greatest role players we've ever seen,
Mm.
he's going to fit perfectly in with this team.
Role
Now we're going to
players.
make it to the
I ain't
championship.
gonna lie, that's not a bad take. He's not a role player, but he's like one of the greatest.
If
role
you
players
told
ever.
him go be a role player, he would be the best role player in the game.
like in terms of,
Wait, what would he be?
but you got
He can play 3 and D.
I'm about
if
to
he-
say, in terms of the type of attributes, the type of skill he has, he can play almost any role on a team. But
Yeah.
that's in that segment. Now we're getting into the real deal segment because you know who we get to talk about? LeBron James. All right, so
My glorious king.
Yo, are
he's
we
a king.
serious?
He's really a king, though. Like if you
He's
think about
really-
if you think about American history,
Alright, this is
think
great.
about a guy who's taken his career.
Do you hear
like
this?
The expectations he's had came into the league from 17 years old. He's exceeded. Like you can't name a thing LeBron has done outside of basketball. Be like, oh my gosh, he did that. No, both his sons about to be in the
He's
league.
exceeded his hairline.
Whoa,
That's the
whoa,
only
both
thing.
his sons.
All right, all right.
No,
Both
no,
his
no.
sons,
I
right?
love Bron,
Bryce
but
Jan-
we're glazing too hard right now.
Bryce James.
Hey,
making
let's-
The G
let's-
League.
let's
The G
get to
League.
the
No, but he's
part.
making the
Let's
NBA
get to
though.
the
The G
segment.
League.
I don't like
What
this
is Michael
glaze.
Jordan's son
I'm
doing?
finna make
Oh,
me hate
okay.
this
What is
glaze.
Michael Jordan's son doing?
I'm
Oh,
finna
okay.
start saying Jordan to go if we continue this, bro.
We're
All
not-
this glaze
we're not-
is so
we're-
unnecessary.
I will change the whole segment to argue this. You do not want to do that.
Bro,
You good?
I love Bron, but this is insane glaze.
No,
Yes,
but like,
bro.
like,
I heard somebody throwing out his whole vitals. Like,
do you want?
bro
no,
told me
he's-
what his oxygen level was. So I'm like, yo, well, let's just
All
go.
right, tee us up, Gabe.
All right.
Tee us up.
The question is, how many players can you name better than LeBron James in 2026? I can name, right, 2.
I can name 9.
That's tough. Cause
I can name more than 2. I just started off little.
I'm gonna go 10. I can name 10 players better. You think you got 11 or more?
You gonna have to name them, fool. One of y'all naming them.
Oh, I can.
All right, I feel like I would stick at 10.
All right, name them, Ryan.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up my list just to be certain.
I'm about to start saying outrageous names. I'm sorry.
All right. All right. So, 1 we got Jokic.
Yes.
We'll take him.
Okay.
2 we got Shea.
Yes.
Take Shea. Okay. 3 Tyrese Maxey.
No. But keep
Yes.
going.
Yes.
No.
Okay. We
Yes.
can.
That's why I got 9 in that.
No,
I can be
no,
debating
that's
one.
not bad
That's
at
cool.
all.
That's cool. That's cool.
Twin, you know how easy it go.
It's
Go.
cool.
Go.
You're gonna
Go.
say how easy it is to play in Philly? Then
No,
What
how
about-
easy it is to score, like, in terms of in the East, how easy it is to score at that level of points, doing it at that level, just say, like, you're good. It's not, I don't think it applies the same way you would say LeBron's skill set applies in the NBA. But keep going, just keep going. We'll talk about it.
Okay. Wemby.
Yes.
Yes.
That's 4.
Yes.
Okay.
3.
Mhm.
Debatable. Luka.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm.
Curry.
Yep.
Right now?
Yes.
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 I think
Kevin
I-
Durant.
No.
KD right
No.
now. That's
Hell no.
that's a debatable
That's a
thing.
good-
I never
that's a
agreed. I never
debate.
agreed, but I say that's debatable. That can go either way. That's 50-50 for me.
Okay. Giannis.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Ant.
Yes.
Yes.
I had him on my list. I had it.
What are we at?
I think we're at
8?
8.
Yeah.
Mm.
It does get a little tough, but
Jaylen Brown?
No.
yes.
No. Hell no.
Jaylen Brown right now.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown.
Oh.
He's
I
literally
hate to
top
say it.
3 in MVP voting. What
Yeah.
are we
No,
doing?
but
say
so
it.
As
okay,
you said,
Brunson,
team basketball.
Brunson is top
Yeah.
5 in MVP voting. Does that mean he's better than
Better than
Bron?
LeBron?
Hell no.
No, I ain't better than him.
Okay,
We're
so
not
if Bron,
talking career-wise. We're talking this.
Right
okay,
now.
so if think about who's on Bron's team and who's on Jaylen Brown's team.
Thank
That's
you.
all I want to hear.
Holy
Go
crap.
to the next person. Go to the next person. That's all I want to hear.
Jalen Johnson. Since we talking about teams.
Holy shit.
Since we talking about
Hell
teams.
no.
Holy shit.
Mr.
Hell
Triple-double with no team.
No, bro. Oh, bro.
Bro.
That's not crazy.
That's not crazy.
Joel, that's not
Bron
crazy.
would be
Joel,
averaging
all
a
right, no, we're done.
triple-double
We're
on the
done. I don't
Hawks
want to
right
hear
now.
no more names. I don't want to hear no
He's
more
doing
names.
what Bron was literally doing.
I don't want to hear no more names.
But he,
Gang.
Bro, I love Bron, and I know
Wait, is
like
James
it's
on the Hawks?
LeBron James.
He's on the
But
Hawks?
if we
Yes.
take away LeBron
so let's go
James'
tomorrow night and
picture
see what
of
he does.
himself and look at his production and his numbers, Jalen Johnson is playing better with less.
with less. Okay, is okay.
You know
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
lying.
Oh my
I
God,
know
oh my God.
it's crazy to say Jalen Johnson's better, but I'm not lying.
I feel
By
like
the
that
way,
is quite insane. to
Audience,
say.
we're all going to the Hawks game tomorrow.
go
so
to
we're
the
going to
next
see if
one.
Jalen
Go to
Johnson
the
legit
next
or not.
He's nice. He's
We're all
not.
gonna
I
see
won't.
for our
I
own
won't knock
eyes.
it, but he's nice. But
That's crazy.
bro, Bron is still
This
up there.
is crazier hot takes than we have on our Instagram game. Keep going.
Damn, we're at time.
No.
Sangoon.
No.
I'm
what
going to
you-
say
what you
this
about to say?
person's name. I don't personally like his game, but I feel like he does have an argument of him playing better than Bron right now, and I would have to go with D. Mitch.
Donovan Mitchell.
I love that
Donovan
name.
Mitchell.
I ain't gonna lie. I love it. I love that.
I'll
I
go
hate his
Jalen
game,
Brunson
but he's
over
low-key
D.
playing
Mitch.
better than Bron. You said
Okay,
I'll go
I-
Jalen Brunson
I'll say
before
this.
you say D. Mitch.
I think Donovan Mitchell is like
I'd say.
argument for the best guard in the East. I have him over Maxey.
But do you think he's lost half
But he's
a
not
step?
better than LeBron James. I don't think he lost half a step, but I think he's realizing that his athleticism isn't going to apply to winning or apply to his longevity of his career.
But he was dunking like every game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but you see
Oh,
what you see with
Forgot
Ja,
another guy.
you see with Ja, you see with Russ, you see
We'll
with
say in
D
a
Rose. When you
second.
start jumping, when you start dunking at all these levels, and that's a part of your main play style, either you're not going to have it for as many years as you want, so you might get hurt, or it doesn't apply to winning as a goal.
That only applies in 2K, not in real life.
Damn, bro.
Did we forget about Cade Cunningham?
Cade Cunningham is averaging 25 points. What?
points all that matter
7
now?
and
I
6.
respect him.
I didn't
Oh,
get
I
to
thought-
everything
I
else.
thought you was finna start hating on him.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
I'll take him. I'll take
Okay,
him.
okay.
Joel, we need to counter to how many players it is at the end for the.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
it
we're
really
getting
gets to
there.
the
Give me
point where
LeBron
you
over
have to start
Cade.
thinking.
Give me LeBron over Cade.
No, but we got to understand. So let's, even though I guess this is kind of like biased, but if you take when LeBron, if you take out the first 7 games LeBron came back, if you take about the last month of basketball LeBron has been playing, about 26, 27, 7 and 8, about 7, playing without Reeves some games, playing without Lucas some games.
And then
He's-
losing.
But you got to understand though.
You're not playing winning basketball.
The help that he
Watch him
has
defend.
compared to the help that the players you have put. Every player that
What
you
help does Jalen Johnson have that's better than
I was
LeBron?
finna say Jalen
Tell me
Johnson
right now,
teams shot
Nikhil
0 for
Alexander
20
Walker
from
is not
30
better than
from the
Austin
three.
Reeves
I
or
ain't gonna lie.
Luca.
Government
Stop.
name is
You,
crazy.
you want me to be all the way real? You switch places, they win. They're winning. They're winning more. Yeah, hell yeah.
That they're winning more?
Hell yeah.
What place are the Hawks in right now?
What?
They got to be in like 10th.
I think it's
They're garbage.
8th, 9th, maybe.
Yeah, Trey Young set them
The
up.
Hawks are in
Fuck.
10.
I'm about to look at the
What are
roster.
we doing?
I'm about to look at the roster. And
That
tell you why.
roster is garbage.
I'm gonna tell
Bro,
you why.
they literally
it would work.
played a game last week. I randomly turned this game on. I don't even watch Hawks games like
If
that.
you give,
They were 0 for 20 from 3.
hold on.
They were literally
Hold on.
6 shots away from the record.
If you give,
And he's averaging
hold on,
40
hold on.
point triple doubles damn near.
And that's hard to do.
Hold on. If you give LeBron James a 20 points per game score and Nikhil Alexander, what?
We're talking about LeBron at his age right now, right?
Yes, I'm talking LeBron
Okay.
at this
Man
age.
just say
Yes, I'm.
Nikhil Alexander Walker,
20 points per.
per
Hold on.
game
Can
scorer.
I finish? Can I
Yes.
finish?
Yes.
Can I finish?
That's like a by default, bro.
Let me finish. Let me
Like,
finish.
I'd be a 20 point per game scorer.
Let
on
me
that team.
finish.
Who are
Crazy.
you lying
Crazy
to?
take.
Continue.
Let me finish. What Dyson Daniel was like all defensive second, first team last year.
First.
And this year, what will he be like second, third, right?
I
You
wouldn't
give
say
him an
that.
all defensive guard.
He hasn't been the same this year as last year.
He probably hasn't been the same. You give him an all defensive guard. You give him about 2 shooters and Luke Kennard, Corey Kispert, and you give him a competent guard and CJ McCollum who averages what 18.5. And then you have Big O and you got Chris Caps and you got Ricochet. If LeBron James has that help, you got this. Shut up. Shut up. If LeBron James had that amount of assets and help, they would win more games than they do now with Jalen Johnson if you switch spots. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Gabe, who's the point guard on the Lakers right now?
Luka.
Okay. Who's behind him?
There's not another point guard.
The two guys.
Where does Marcus Smart
are
play?
better than the whole team.
Where does Marcus Smart play? What is Marcus Smart known for? Defense, right?
Is he playing that this year though? Let's talk about this year. Is he playing defense this year?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know
Okay,
if
Gabe,
Marcus Smart is
okay,
what
and
we're
then
talking
Luka.
about right
Luka,
now.
who's scoring over
Okay,
30
yes,
points.
you have Luka Doncic.
Austin Reeves is
okay.
scoring how many points per
The guy
game?
who
He's been
just
hurt
won
for
the
the last 10
finals.
games. Before Austin
how many
Reeves,
points?
No.
How many
Before,
points?
hold on.
How many
Wait,
points?
before we go to that, before Austin Reeves was hurt, we were a top 3 seed in the West. Period.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Okay,
That's a
and how much was
Because
LeBron
nobody
scoring?
Really
Oh!
understood your
Oh!
audience yet.
What, he was averaging like 23, 20 because he didn't have to score because you had Austin and Luka right there. But okay,
23, 20,
hold on,
21, 20. He was scoring as much as Nikhil Alexander Walker right now. I don't want to hear that.
No,
LeBron
you
is
gotta
40 years old. He's
Yes,
not
he's 40.
carrying the Hawks.
I'm not saying he's carrying, but I would say
Jalen Johnson's carrying that
he would
team,
have
though.
he would have
That's
more
the difference.
My point is he would have more wins than Jalen Johnson to bring them now if they switch spots, and I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Hawks.
They need Jalen
Playing for the
Johnson
Atlanta Hawks is
athleticism.
basketball purgatory.
Have you
I don't
been
know
watching-
what you're.
But it's LeBron James. Period.
Oh my God, it's LeBron James. He's
I don't care. 40 years old.
He's
Yes, he's
40.
Yes, he's 40.
He's
Yes,
40.
Have you seen the
Yes,
way
he's
the
40.
Hawks offense is run? Like LeBron, his skill set now,
If
he
you
would
put-
have to be
If LeBron
his
has,
athletic
you guys
self.
got to understand. If LeBron has a basketball in his hand as the point guard position, he has multiple shooters and 18 like these guards who can actually score the ball. Game.
Shooters, shooters.
We've
The Hawks
seen it.
suck at shooting.
Time out.
They're
We-
known for
over
sucking
20.
at
There's
shooting.
nothing
Over
to
20,
even-
right?
We
Right, right.
literally
Okay,
seen
maybe
it.
what in the last
Bron,
3
when
weeks?
he
Like,
what
what
was
it
it,
Corey
2-3
Kispert,
years
Luke
ago,
Kennard,
were we
like,
not
those are shooters.
screaming
Those are
that
shooters.
LeBron had no help? I'm so lost. Did we forget the 2 seasons ago where everybody was saying Bron had nobody around him? He had no shooters. He had no help. All he had was weak AD who kept getting hurt.
Right.
But he had shooters. He had defenders.
No, he did not.
he
Name
had
a
Jared-
shooter from that team. Name one. What?
don't remember the
Dorian
team.
Finney-Smith is a shooter, and what are we
He's
talking
equal
about?
to Luke Kennard.
Gang, Luke Kennard made primary goal is to
doing?
shoot the
If
basketball.
you're
If
saying
LeBron James
Corey
crashes the basketball, he's gonna
Kispert
shoot.
is a shooter, Luke Kennard is a shooter.
Like, come on. That's what I'm saying.
Stop.
If you're going to say these specific roles, the Lakers team was dog shit. And they literally was crying for Bron to get help. They were saying, we
Gang.
need help.
Your
Bron
thing.
needs
Gang.
help.
If
Jalen
you,
Johnson
if
is
you
not
look at that
crying.
roster, we did not have the type of assets the Hawks have now.
The Hawks
in
don't
terms,
have
in terms
no
of guard play
assets.
and in terms of having bigs. He has big on Kristaps Porzingis.
Bro,
man.
Kristaps
you know
has
what
played
LeBron James
how many
do?
games did
5
Kristaps play?
games, bro. He's only played 5 to 10 games
Okay, he's
this whole
unhealthy.
year.
Okay, he's unhealthy. But I'm saying if
And
that team was healthy,
Ricochet, he's finna get traded the end of the season. He's not good.
Gang.
They don't have no bigs.
that's-
Okongwu,
okay.
he's soft.
and
they don't want him either.
You got to get my point. LeBron James would elevate them to play at their best level. period.
How though?
In the
How
video.
though? Like
In
they're
the podcast.
literally lacking
Whoa,
skills.
whoa,
It ain't
whoa.
even nothing about getting them over the hump.
We
or
still gotta say our
doing
hot
the,
takes.
Like, oh, we need y'all to play better.
Okay,
They literally suck.
I want to hear your hot takes. Let's go, Gabe.
No, it's not my hot takes. It's the Instagram hot takes.
Oh, the Instagram hot takes.
It's-
Cause do you hear how damn ridiculous this is?
LeBron James is LeBron James, gang.
Jalen, if Jalen Johnson wasn't on this team, they wouldn't be the 10th seed. Are you looking at them?
if
They had
they
22 wins.
switched-
They
if
had
they-
22 wins.
if they
They had
switched-
22 wins.
team in the
Nikhil Alexander Walker is not a number 2 on any other team. He was on the Wolves and sucked. I don't know what
He
you're
sucked. He sucked. He sucked. He sucked.
next to Ant.
He was
He
like
sucked.
next to Ant.
He
Was
sucked.
he scoring
Gang,
20?
He
Was he
sucked.
scoring 20?
He sucked, gang.
Was he
He
scoring
sucked,
20?
gang. Let's be
Not
real.
the 10th,
Then
20.
Nikhil Alexander was a great throw player with
Yo,
the
Gabe,
Wolves. And that's why he
Gabe,
got the
Gabe,
contract with the Hawks, and that's why he's
Gabe,
playing 20 points per
Gabe,
game.
Gabe.
20
Let's-
points per
let's look
game.
at these
Gang,
IG.
no.
He got the
Gang.
contract because of the
holy
Olympics. When he played in the
No,
Olympics,
it wasn't
and he
about no
went
damn
crazy.
Olympics. What are we talking
That's when he
about?
scored the
Holy
most.
shit. Holy
He
shit.
literally was
Holy
averaging
shit.
5 points a game on his team. What was
Gang,
he doing?
look at the playoffs, and no, he did not. So we can
Go
look at the
it.
stats.
Go look at it.
We can look at
Go
the
look at
stats.
it.
It was
He
no
averaged-
5 points per
I
game.
literally interviewed Nikhil Alexander Walker on the Hawks myself.
What shirt are you
And
wearing?
I,
What shirt are you wearing?
yeah, like, come on, man.
no
I
5
seen
points
it.
game.
I interviewed him myself. I asked him, how does it feel to double in your points per game When a
Yeah,
team believes
he averaged
in
about
Trae
10.
Young's bum
Okay,
ass.
he averaged about 10. But if you look at the playoffs, he was a great role player. He damn near started because he was only guarding his cousin, gang. Like the Wolves wouldn't be in the position they were if Nickeil Alexander wasn't playing the way he was because he was guarding the best players. That's period.
Okay.
But in
No,
the segment, we're going in the hot
going
takes.
into
In the
this.
segment.
Go.
In the segment.
Go. This nigga had the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm sorry.
LeBron
Yeah, I love you,
James,
bro. I love you.
Who's on the podcast?
that
It's
the end of the
LeBron. Who's on the picture? Gang?
Nigga, because they're dick riders. Everybody's dick riders when it comes to LeBron. This nigga started naming his fucking vitals like he was a fucking 2K player in real life. This nigga said 6'9", 260.
That shit was
And you're dick
crazy.
riding him. He's 40. This nigga's
LeBron
41
James.
years
It's LeBron
old.
James. It's LeBron James. It's LeBron James, gang. It's LeBron James.
It's LeBron.
that
It's
that?
LeBron.
It's
It's LeBron.
LeBron.
It's LeBron. It's
LeBron.
LeBron. It's
LeBron.
LeBron. I'm not even gonna get sidetracked. You're lucky I want to go to sleep, go into my bed, and not have class tomorrow. Please, bro, just go on Instagram.
Hot
Just go on
takes.
Instagram, gang. Just go on IG. Just go on IG.
Four-quarter hot takes. We put the poll earlier in the evening for you guys to respond to our poll on Instagram. Thank you for everyone who responded. We will be doing this again. We wanted to try it. Thank you. First hot take from Boogie _ Williams. Kyrie was never good. That's a terrible take.
Never good.
It's a terrible take.
He has the best handles of all time. What do you mean he's never
It's a terrible
good?
take. Terrible take.
Yeah,
You definitely said that, Cyan.
That is
That
not
is
good.
definitely.
I feel like I get what he was trying to say, but he said it all wrong.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
It did. If you said he wasn't as good as people say, or even if you say he was a top 3 guard in his prime, maybe, but never good, that's a bad take. All right. Next take. It's from ITZ. It's AXH1 Ash whatever.
Oh,
his
I
name
know,
is.
bro.
Oh, you
Oh,
know,
Ash?
bro?
Yeah,
This
I
is
met
what-
bro before. I met him when I met Jacob.
That's good money. That's good money.
Ash.
My God.
Ash
I was
said,
like, what did you say? But like, yeah. well,
I don't know why you put an X instead of an S, but it's you. I like the username. Cooper Flag is overrated. ASF.
Thank you.
I disagree.
Jacob.
He saw my
Hold on, hold
Insta.
on.
He saw my
No,
Insta
because
reel.
I never got an explanation from this. How is Cooper Flag overrated?
Because he is not the reason the Mavs are winning. What did I
How
say?
did the
What did I
Mavs
say?
beat the
What did I say
Thunder?
earlier for Matt Stafford?
He's a rookie. He's a rookie.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
No.
He's not
No.
advancing. He is not advancing the Mavs whatsoever.
Gang. Okay. All right.
the Mavs
I
with
don't know if
nobody
you
else on
looked
it.
at rookie years. I don't know if you pay attention to star players' rookie years. But when LeBron was a rookie, they did not make the playoffs. When Carmelo was a rookie, they didn't make the playoffs. When Victor was a rookie, they didn't make the playoffs. When Kevin Durant was a rookie, they didn't make the playoffs. When Steph was a rookie, they didn't make the playoffs. When Michael Jordan
Okay.
was a rookie, they
Well,
did not
Steph,
make the
what I'm
playoffs.
saying-
cut Steph out of there, and you're right. But
Oh,
yeah.
maybe Steph made the playoffs.
What I'm saying,
No,
he is
Steph
playing
sucks.
well. He is playing well, but he people were comparing him like the next best player after Wemby, like the
will
next
be.
best prospect.
And that's not a bad take. You got to understand, as a rookie, the type of the type of transformation, the type of to be able to adapt to the NBA, it takes time. It takes at least a season. At least you cannot name one.
I can't fully
He doesn't have
say
that dog in
though.
him. I'm sorry.
I
What?
don't
What?
fully agree with the point of him being overrated, but if you look in the lens of what he was expected to be, he is overrated because he was expected to come in
Thank
to
you.
being the next Bron, the next Wemby.
They were supposed to
Again,
be championship
these-
contenders.
No,
with
No,
AD,
hell no.
Kyrie,
Hold
and
on,
Cooper
hold
No,
on.
Flag.
no,
Let
he's
me
not wrong.
finish.
He's
Yeah.
not
Kyrie
wrong.
is hurt and
He's not
AD is
wrong.
not
all
playing.
mainstream
What I'm
CDs.
saying.
Let him
Okay,
finish.
keep on.
What I was saying was, it's not the fact that it's just because he's a rookie. Yes, every rookie isn't. You're not expecting much from rookies, but when you're coming in, as he was the #1 pick,
Right.
before he played a single game of college basketball.
I agree.
So the fact that he's even supposed to be higher than what Zion was, and when
Thank you.
Zion came in
Thank
the
you,
league,
Ryan.
we were mad at what Zion was doing.
And he's gonna be
So-
better than Zion. And Zion,
But
that was a
see
bad
how-
name to
well,
take.
Zion
Listen,
hurt himself.
Listen, calm down.
Okay.
Because what you said was he's going to be.
Right.
He's not right now though. And
But
the point
I don't
I
is,
can
think
tell you
if-
right now, Cooper
like he-
Flag is going to be a top 10 player in about 2
Thank
to 3
you.
years.
And
he will be, but the point is right now he's saying he's overrated in this season because of what.
How many
the
games in are we?
expectation
How many
was.
games
what was
in
his
are we?
expectation? What
We're
was it?
half a season in.
They're
He's
10th
going to
in the
win
West.
Rookie of the Year anyways.
What was his expectation?
He's 10th in the West right now. They're supposed to be championship contenders.
Anthony Davis is
Kyrie
injured
is not
and it's
playing,
just
and AD
him.
is not playing. Like, what do you
You
guys not
guys have to
understand?
think he has no help. It's his first year. He's
he's
averaging
not-
20
he's not-
points a
he's not a
game.
guy.
Bro, he's
But you guys are expecting okay, you guys hold
he's
on.
not going to
Hold
be
on.
a 22 point per game
So
scorer.
he's not going to
off
be
rip.
like all the other guys he was compared to in his first pick.
Yeah, he was compared to LeBron James at a prime LeBron James.
You can
compared
take
to
out
Victor
LeBron and do every other top pick of the top generation because he's not just a number one pick. He is a generational talent.
And all these
And we're
generational
seeing a
talent took
next
at least a
gen-
season to
exactly.
hoop.
You're
Yeah,
They took
still
at
living
least a
off the
season.
potential. Once
No,
again, the
what
point
is he
is
averaging,
that
Zay?
he's
What is
overrated.
he averaging? Like
He's
what,
not
19,
averaging
20 points?
19. It's
He's
like 19.9,
averaging the
something
same
like that.
numbers as all these generational guys are in the league to where all these guys average 10 more points per game, 4 more assists per game, and 3 more
right now,
rebounds per game.
he's a rookie,
Hold on.
gang. How much did LeBron
Once
James average?
again,
How much?
all
Like
these
how much did he
top
play
Ryan.
average as a
generational
rookie?
guys,
Ryan,
when
Ryan,
they came
Ryan.
in that rookie season, they were expected
20
to do
points. It
something.
was about 20.5, 21.
I'm
Joel.
a debunk your claim right now. Paulo didn't have 20 points his first year, right? His rookie year. He's averaging over 22 points per game. He's averaging about 23. Wemby, that's a rare.
Wemby, what? It was like 21. No, like
it was
it
21.
wasn't-
It
And
was
they were not
21 or
winning
21
games
minutes
at
per
Victor.
game.
okay.
Bro, Ryan,
He's also 7'5".
Hold on, hold on.
That's my
I got you.
point. Y'all are missing the whole Y'all keep arguing just the fact of what his numbers are.
No,
Yes,
no,
he's
no,
playing
no.
great
Look,
as a first round
look,
pick.
look.
His numbers are cool.
Last
but for
point.
in his argument with the top generational guys, because that's what he came in. He didn't come in
Yes.
as comparing him to Scoot Henderson.
Right, I agree.
Or
He's a
Reece
generational
Shepard.
prospect.
Like he came
Thank you,
in
Ryan.
as somebody who was going to. It don't matter if I pull out my whole G League team. If Cooper Flag on my team, I think we can win the game. That's what was expected of him
Yes.
coming into the league. And the fact that they're not winning, he's playing mid. I'm not gonna say mid. He's playing good. He's playing really good for a rookie. But for him to be expected to be in the likes of Braun, Melo, Wemby, all these amazing generational
be
guys that
at
we
the
heard
end.
about.
Okay,
And
last
expect
point.
to
Wait a
see.
couple
He
years.
came in and
Wait a
did.
couple
He's
I'm
not
not
doing
a
that.
believer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a
Last
believer.
point I'm gonna say, and this is because we got to get to the next hot take. First of all, if you expected a 19-year-old, he skipped a grade. If you expected a 19-year-old player to just come in and change a franchise from what? Did the Mavericks make the playoffs last year? I don't know. From being a fringe non-playoff team to
That's
making,
how they got Cooper Flag.
Hold on. Okay, right. To making a top 4 seed, being championship contenders, and the top 2 players who he would need the playoffs to be championship contenders, and they're both hurt. If you're expecting them to do with just Cooper Flag be a top 4 seed, that's dumb. Secondly, again, generational, right? I agree. Generational talent. Victor Wembanyama, generational talent. LeBron James, generational talent. Shit, Shaq, generational talent. Well, no, I'm gonna exclude Shaq. That was different. But if you think about the last 3 generational prospects who actually turned out to be good, their first year they were averaging less than 22 points per game, and they did not make the playoffs. Period. It takes time. If you were expecting a player to just turn around a whole team in one season at 19 years old, that's not basketball. That's not realistic. Period.
Look at Kobe. Kobe didn't turn around the Lakers in one season.
He was coming off the bench, gang. But next hot take, we got to go to
Rookie
the next
season,
one.
he averaged 21 points per game.
I said
With
less than
6
20, 22,
rebounds,
less
6
than 21.
assists.
And he did not make the playoffs. And
But the playoffs is not the whole thing. of
then what
I'm
are you
saying.
over? Yes,
Let me speak so
Okay.
I can tell you, because every time I say 5 words, you finna cut me off to try to explain my point for me.
ahead, go ahead.
What I'm trying to tell you is that I'm not. He could go out there and win 10 games for all I care.
Right.
What he individually is doing is not changing how the team runs. When Braun got to Cleveland, he was running the system, and they were running better than they ever ran before. Would you say that the Mavs are looking better with or without AD and Kyrie, with Cooper Flag on the field? on the court. Would you say that they're looking better than they did before they got Flag?
They weren't looking better with AD
can't say- you
either.
can't-
You can't say that.
'cause we
They're-
haven't
But you
seen
can say that with every other one of the guys that I'm talking
No,
about.
I'm
That's
saying
my point.
you can't make that compare.
So the Hornets look better with Con Knuckle.
How did Con Knuckle get?
Con
He's
Knuckle.
nowhere near generational talent. My point is the generational guys, when they are called generational, when we see these commercials made for them before they even get drafted,
Okay.
those guys come in and make the team better. They literally
chose
are
them,
going
yeah.
to the worst team in the league and then making them slightly better. Yes, Braun missed the playoffs, but they were better than what they were before Braun got there.
The Mavericks
The
are
same
2
thing
games.
with Wemby.
Keep in mind the Mavericks are 2 games out for the play-in.
Okay, that's
We gotta go
cool,
to the
but
next
my
hot
All right.
point.
Just
We gotta go to the next hot take. Last hot take of the day. Or I kind of want to do these 2. Actually, no, we already talked about the Celtics. So I want shout out to Jane Haynes. He had a hot take. My guy over at Youngstown, best friend. You know what I'm saying? We'll go to the next hot take. James Harden is a top 3 shooting guard of all time. This is from Max Beason.
Max. Max. Yeah, that's my guy. I agree. I
You
agree.
got Jordan. So you have him over Dwayne Wade.
Yes. Yes. If we're playing Park,
For playing Park.
I'm picking Harden over Dwayne Wade. Like
We're playing
that,
Park. We're talking about NBA basketball. We're talking
No, no.
about if. And to me, I don't know who I would choose either. This is tough, but
So wait, Jordan.
Jordan, Kobe,
Sec-
and then it's everybody else. Quite literally, Jordan, Kobe, and then that's the conversation. Jordan, Kobe, undisputed, and then it's whoever's next.
I gotta go with Harden.
You
I
got
ain't gonna
Harden?
lie.
That's not. I mean, I don't disagree, but saying
No. I saw him. I went to the Knicks game against the Clippers on New Year's. Oh my God, he sauced Mitchell Robinson like I've never. Like that boy is tough. Like what is it, 37 years old? Yeah, that boy is
I'll say it like
nice.
this: do your research on prime Dwayne Wade. But I feel like I don't know if I have an answer to this, but I do feel like as a player who had their own team, I feel like James Harden did better as a number one option than Dwayne Wade did. But do your research on prime Dwayne Wade. That was a dog. But I feel like Dwayne Wade didn't make it far without having Shaq and LeBron. James Harden made it damn near to the finals with CP3 as his best player.
But I would say Dwayne
Percy.
Wade winning his chip is more impressive than like Harden's.
Whole career.
Yeah, I say so. With Shaq.
I don't
Really?
think so.
No.
I mean he
Harden
was
MVP
he was up
season is
3-1 and choked because of injuries. I feel like he would have went to the finals and probably
He would have won that finals for
yes,
sure.
we would have been talking about
The-
Harden.
the only reason
one
James
maybe
Harden-
2 finals.
I would say the only reason James Harden is not the second best shooting guard of all time is because he chokes in the playoffs.
You mean third?
Because he's
already third.
I don't think he would
so
ever
you got
be
him
better.
over MJ and Kobe.
Hold
at
on. So
any
you
point?
think
Yeah.
he has a
You
conversation?
have James Harden over MJ and Kobe.
If he played the same way he played in the regular season, he would have won at least 3. I'm saying 4 chips.
Harden?
Yes.
4.
Yes.
4
Hell
championships
no.
with the super team that is called the Golden
Yeah.
State Warriors.
Hey,
oh,
put this on
Savion
TikTok.
Well,
so
actually,
people
no.
can see this, please.
If he never got traded, if Westbrook, KD, and Harden never got traded, they would have won 3.
Okay,
Harden
first-
wouldn't be
and then-
playing like
Hold on.
this.
First, this is a whole lot
Yes,
of
he
damn
would.
hypotheticals. First,
Yeah, 'cause
second,
that's a whole
in
new
no world, is James Harden better than Kobe. I don't care if he won 1 to 2 rings. He is not better than Kobe Bryant. Period.
Yeah, you can't put him over Kobe.
Period.
Well,
and Jordan too.
obviously he's not over Kobe.
That's what
So
you're
he's-
saying.
so he's number
No, but I'm
3.
saying I'm saying
You're saying if he didn't choke in the playoffs, i.e., he has 1 to 2 rings, he would be better than Kobe Bryant. Hell no.
No, I do. That boy, he's generationally talented in the regular season. Playoffs, he's a choke artist. But like I said, I think James Harden is that guy. He is that guy. I saw it up close and
I
personal.
guess I see what he's saying because, like, if he did do what he was doing in the regular season, in the postseason, and then
He
was
dropped
winning,
multiple 60-point triple doubles. Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
This nigga would have been averaging like 40 points per game with a ring. That
He
would be-
was
still
this
take
close to
Kobe's
beating
career.
the Warriors with KD. Are you kidding me? With no
feel
Chris
like-
Paul.
James Harden is like how Peyton Manning was in football. Like, he just always was a
Was
guy
right
too
there.
short.
They were right there.
Yes.
We gotta go. Make sure you guys tune into our TikTok, Instagram. Put your comments in the comment section. There was a lot of crazy takes here today. Put your Super Bowl prediction. Say if you think James Harden is better than Kobe Bryant, which he is not. Say LeBron James in the comments. I know you want to. It's all right. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you.